Hello YouTube, this is Princess Sean and this is Let's Talk About. So I wanted to talk about Uber. Is I first heard this a couple of years ago that Uber was planning to have self or autonomous driving cars, which means it'll be just without a driver. It'll be a computerized car that picks up um, Uber customers. This is amazing because basically you're going to have a car that is picking up people that's requesting rides, right? So they are actually, it is August 2016, so it's actually September. So they had, were basically going to roll out some test autonomous cars in Pittsburg in August. Okay, so a month has passed. And basically they're going, this is testing to see different things like mapping and all kinds of notes that they'll be taking down in regards to how they can probably better the system for picking up customers, right? So this is my question. I personally have um, drove for Uber to like get stuff that I shouldn't be getting. And how I kind of will use Uber to like when I'm driving somewhere, I would set my I would set my device where I'll pick up people on the way there and on the way back, and they just pay for whatever I'm getting. That's kind of how I use it. So I have so many other bills to pay for. So I'm like, why not? Hey, I'm going that way. So that's kind of how I would use it. I'm not like a full-time driver or anything like that, but I would do it for that, no problem. I think it's definitely a great source for play money. Okay. So this is the problem though that I have. Once before on a Friday night, I was doing nothing. I guess it was a concert. I didn't know that it was a concert that I was going to go pick up these people for. I didn't know. So I'm over here by the form. I mean, it's thousands of people crossing the street, mad traffic. And when I tell you the person that requests, they called me. They're like, oh, you're picking up my mom. She has on a yellow dress. I don't understand how a car, a computer will be able to recognize individuals outside of the request when you need a human visual connection. You have literally 10 people standing at the same corner along with a bunch of other people walking by. I mean, it's 1,000 people letting out of a concert, and you have to point out, and it says two other people that has on the yellow dresses, and you have to figure out, okay, which one is his mom? Maybe it's a black lady with a yellow dress on, a Hispanic lady, and another Asian lady. How is this car going to recognize who it's supposed to pick up? Not only that, you have mad traffic. So if you can actually be on the phone with this person because you're having a human connection here, you can better uh, communicate with them. Like, okay, this now that's just one example, okay, where you have a crowd of people, a ton of stuff going on. Okay, now if it's just something like, but the thing is that you never know when this is going to happen, right? And because Uber is, I really honestly, so they are planning to replace 1 million drivers. 1 million drivers? That is so audacious. Okay, how is that at all? I think the capitalism here is just so beyond ridiculous, okay? And they're using Google. Both of these companies now are conglomerates companies, huge companies, are now taking back from like middle class people that are just trying to make a living to purchase more stuff that they actually own. So now we people can't even make a living off. They're not giving out jobs really that much, right? And people that are trying to make a living you finally found some self-service things that you can actually participate in and be honest and make a living, don't do any criminal activities, and they're gonna take that way and be greedy. And now, guess what? Who's gonna benefit off of this? The car companies, Volvo, BMW is coming out with a selfless autonomous car as well. I know that the autonomous car for the Pittsburg rollout for Uber is Volvo. So these big car companies, Google, all these big technology for computers, because these cars are going to be pretty much computerized cars. They're the ones going to be making the money, and then we're paying them because we're using their services constantly. It's like when are they going to stop like totally giving it to us with no Vaseline? I'm so annoyed right now. I think it's just very disappointing. Sometimes people can be so greedy. It's like, why? And then I think like, would I be like this if I had something to give or service? And you know, we're in America, so capitalism is extremely real. Would I be so? Somebody's on the door. Just a second. Anyways, gotta wrap this video up. Tell me what you think. What are your comments?